In the month of July, which otherwise was a tricky month, given that there was volatility and there was I won't use the word meltdown, but there was a crunching fall in some of the small and mid-cap stocks. I'm so happy to see that the Indian investor has kept the faith and the SIP collections are still looking decent.
Good morning, Nikunj. Nikunj, I'm very happy. I remember last month, I think when the numbers came, I was on a channel and I mentioned that I think it's clearly the trends are changing. And clearly what we have seen is, in spite of the volatility for the last 4 or 5 months, the SIP numbers and the number of new investors coming in the mutual fund industry have just been increasing.
Can you give me a broad, sense of the SIP, if you have the data that, what has been the change in trend at your end, whether most SIPs are moving towards large cap now after this so-called adjustment in mid and small cap stocks and after SEBI reclassification?
See, the way we have to see this is because I think we have a large base, almost 25 lakh SIPs now, for us, I think the way we have to see this is from the stock point of view, I think the majority of the SIPs are equally spread out, between large cap, ELSSs and balance funds. But from an incremental basis, the last 3-4 months, we have seen the trend, more inflows are coming, and also in SIPs, the flows have been coming in large cap. But again, the more important thing is here to be noticed is that the investors have this time, unlike in past, whenever we saw any volatility over the last 5-10 years, we saw investors panicking. The highlight of this, the last 3-4 months has been the redemptions overall for the industry have been constant, and that is a function of because majority of the money has been coming through SIPs. Earlier, the industry, whenever the markets used to go up or the industry used to do well, majority of the flows used to come through lump sums. This time, the majority of the flows are coming through SIPs, so because of which the investors are, having a better experience and also having a longer investment horizon, and because of which the redemptions are not triggering in spite of the volatility that we have seen in the last few months.
And so, this is interesting, Sundeep. Just want to understand what kind of money flow are we seeing across market caps in the markets in general? Do you see a lot of the SIPs coming in for large cap funds? Is it more for mid caps, small caps?
Yeah, again, it's if you were to see the trend, they get equally split. What two trends that we are seeing is, typically earlier what we used to see till 1 year back, very high percentage of new SIPs were coming in small cap funds. Last 1 year, both the flows as well as the SIPs have been coming in the large cap funds. Another trend that we have seen changing over the last few years is earlier the ELSS schemes, the tax saving schemes, used to see inflows coming during the last quarter, but now we see a lot of SIPs for us at Reliance Nippon Life. The highest collections in our SIPs are coming in a tax saver schemes, which is again a sign of maturity because what you're seeing, these SIPs are coming and these are coming with a lock-in of 3 years. So clearly this is a sign of a maturity of the Indian investors. And I can just say that I think irrespective of how the market volatility is, I think we are going to see this flow, which is roughly around 10,000 crores of net flow a month, stabilizing at these levels and gradually only will keep increasing.
Okay, Sundeep, great moment.